What's going on, dudes? Nick here, or RGAMinecraft, and welcome back to a very familiar looking video. You guys are probably like, wait a minute, I've seen this house before. And for those of you guys who have seen it, this is the same exact house as I used in my previous testing, where I was testing the explosion damage of creepers and the effect on various materials. Now, a couple of blocks I didn't put in there were stuff like glass, iron blocks, a lot of the newer blocks obviously weren't available back then. And I got a lot of flack from the community for using creepers. They're saying that creepers are, too variant. Their explosions change depending on exactly where they're standing and stuff. So I figured this time I'd do it a little bit differently, and I'd test some more materials. The first row of houses here is just like some of the newer blocks and stuff that I didn't cover in my last video. And the second set here is, I'm going to call them more of the exotic blocks. Now, we already know that obsidian cannot be destroyed, and that obsidian is the hardest block that you can get naturally in Minecraft, and obviously there's barriers and command blocks and stuff like that that you can get that are stronger, quote-unquote, but they still can't be destroyed. But technically, there is a block that can be destroyed by withers, and that block is the obsidian. And so obsidian is not explosion proof. Withers can destroy it, and I believe the Ender Dragon can destroy obsidian as well if it absolutely needs to. But let's go ahead and get started. So today I'm going to test some of the materials that you guys suggested that I test that I didn't before, and I'm going to do this in a similar fashion to the last video, but this time it's going to be a little more scientifically sound. So instead of having a little creeper that walks around, I'm going to blow them up one by one and see which of these is the strongest. And every house is set up exactly like it was in the last video, except instead of torches on each side, I've just got them here in the middle, and there's a reason for that. It's because I'm going to put the TNT in the middle, and I'm going to light it, and then I'm going to see how many blocks are left. So let's go ahead and start with glass, because a lot of people seem to think that glass was very, very explosion resistant. So I figured let's start off with the best one, or most suggested one first. And wow, okay. So the glass house is completely gone. That is interesting. I didn't really see that coming. I was kind of like, well, if everyone is saying that glass is explosion proof, then there's no way that it will blow up. So obviously glass didn't hold up very well against TNT. So let's go ahead and go into the next house here. Put our TNT there in the exact same spots. And here we go. It's going to blow up. This is gold blocks. Nice. So we have 6-7 blocks that withstood the explosion from that. So a lot of lost gold. That's interesting, but so far it's destroying the glass. The glass, there's nothing. This has 7 blocks. So that is pretty cool. I'm going to go into the next house here, which is sponge, which I think might actually do pretty good. Let's see how sponge does when it compares to the other one. So, kaboom. Oh, nothing. Wait, but some of the sponge lived. Actually, really? So we have a lot of sponge left. Now, it's not, actually we have gold blocks left here too. So 14, so all this sponge broke, and we have 20 blocks left. I'm just going to grab a little chest here so we can start putting the stuff in it. So glass, absolutely nothing was left. So there were 20 sponge blocks, and out of all this stuff here, so there were 7. So really 21 gold blocks survived. So that's actually the winner so far, was the 21 gold blocks. And none of the sponge survived the explosion, but it did pop and break some of it there. So cool, the sponge actually didn't do too bad. That's kind of interesting. I like that. Let's go in here. Next we have the iron blocks. Let's blow this one up and see what this does here. Kaboom! Oh, dang. That didn't do very good. There's only 3 of them left standing, which isn't bad, but there are 12 of them down here, so 15 total. So it looks like gold is actually stronger than iron. That's interesting. A lot of people, I think there was like a ton of comments asking for iron blocks. And so far, gold is doing better than iron. So let's go on to stairs, which some people were saying that stairs offer better blast protection. I don't really believe it, but we're going to find out here in a second. And no, not a single stair was left standing, and we only got 11 of them back. So yeah, not very good. And I think this is going to do the exact same thing, even though it's a stone stair. I don't feel like it's going to be any different than the other stairs. So we'll find out. And kaboom. Yep. Oh, wow. Actually, 2 of them 2 of them are left. That's pretty cool. So 2 left, and there are 9 that broke. I think there were 11 here. So yeah, pretty similar. I'd call those 2 pretty similar. It looks like the stone was probably a little bit stronger than the wood, which I think we found that in my last video as well. I can't remember exactly. And now we've got some beautiful little prismarine blocks, which were added with the Sea Temple update. So let's see how these do against explosions. Ooh, actually, that did pretty well. So 10 of them were left on the ground that survived, and there are 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 of them still floating. So that is beating the gold. So far, even though there's only 18 blocks total, there's still 8 of them that survive. So that is kind of cool. And here we go. We got purple blocks, which might actually do pretty good because these are from the end. And a lot of people were saying that end stone would do pretty well against explosions. But let's see how the purple blocks do against it. And not terrible. So we got 3 left. And we have 15 of them that popped. So there we go. Not bad. So it's better than most of the blocks so far, but I still wouldn't call it good. Now, these are endstone bricks. A lot of people were saying that endstone is very explosion resistant, so I'm going to be curious to see how this does here. Boom. Nothing left at all. Oh my goodness, that's a little bit sad. So many people are like, endstone, use endstone. Endstone's highly blast resistant, and there's not even a single block left standing there. That's crazy. All right, we got this one is just wool. I don't really think wool is going to do a lot, but it could absorb... Nope, never mind. I was going to say it could absorb some of the blasts because it's squishy wool, but we did get 20 of them back, so that's not bad. And wow, okay, this is packed ice, and we can see that the explosion from that one there caused it some havoc, so I don't even think we need to test this one to find out that it's going to be completely destroyed, but let's test it anyways. Not a trace. Uh-oh. And it looks like the nether rack has the same thing. So packed ice is not good. It's about as good as glass. They both blew up. And now we've got the nether rack here. And I'm sure this one, yeah. Nether rack is very soft brick. And dang, look at that. The glowstone even. You know, some of these are just not very good at all. That's crazy. So we did get some of the nether rack back. We'll place that in there. And we did, I guess, get 1 piece of packed ice back. Or no, that's what we used to repair it. So we didn't get anything back. So boom. There we go. And glowstone... It held up better than the netherrack did. I'll be curious to see if any of them actually survived the explosion or not. And no. Oh God. You can see that I went on a whole nether rampage here. Was trying to get the whole nether theme going on so we could test a lot of the stuff there. But obviously, and anyone who's ever been to the nether knows from Ghast experience that a lot of the stuff in the nether is not very explosion resistant, as you saw right there. So, not terrible. We actually got 15 back, so that's not bad. I mean, if we're going for recovery, there are some that are doing pretty well. And time set 1. Let's just go there. And let's go to this last house here. This is just regular stained, or this is unstained clay. This is just white hardened clay. So let's light this one up and see how it does. It didn't get destroyed by the explosion over there, so let's see. And wow! Holy crap. There are... 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15 left on that. And dang, so we got 10 back. So 25. So this is our winner so far. And let's go test some more. So that one's actually doing pretty well. And then so let's try some of the exotic ones. So now we're over here. We are on to bookshelves. So let's place that there. Let's see how bookshelves do. I'm kind of curious. This might actually be pretty interesting. What? Hold on, wait. Let me /I golden shovel 1. There we go. It's because on my server, explosions are off unless it's inside your claim, and you turn claim explosions on. So there we go. Okay, that explains. I'm like, what? Bookshelves are God, but they're not. Okay, let's try this again. Light this. I'm sure all these books are going to go bye-bye, but we should have a lot of books. What? I know that's not true. Okay, so let's try this again. /claim explosions. Alright, so they're turned on. And let's just try this one more time. Something's weird with these bookshelves if this doesn't blow up. There we go! Beautiful. Whoops, rip. Let me, Okay, so we got 44 books back. I'm just going to put this here for now. I forgot to //1. Let me just set all this to stone below here so we can actually recover the materials. I forgot to do that when I started here. I guess I only copied the top layer. Alright, so let's just do this and then do /set stone. It's going to take a second to think. This note's going to be happy. There we go. Okay, so now that we got everything back to normal, bookshelves didn't too bad, so we got 3 of those left, which is actually pretty good. I hear this derpy squid's dying. That's kind of sad. And next we got some pumpkins, which I don't know how pumpkins will do. I'll be curious to see if any of these are left. No. Okay, so pumpkins did not do very well at all. Okay, next we have something that I'm pretty sure is going to be completely impervious to the explosions, and that is a ender chest, and it is made out of obsidian, so I wouldn't be surprised at all if nothing breaks. Yep, only the door broke, so cool. So that is actually, if you want to make a ton of those, they are completely explosion proof, to an extent, I guess. But yeah, so that actually is our winner so far. So not a single one of those broke. If we would have made the floor out of them, then our floor wouldn't have broke at all either, which is cool. And now next we've got some walls. So I'll be curious to see what these walls do. I've never actually tried to blow up a wall before. I feel like it'll be just like stone. So, okay, so not bad. Actually, we got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. We got 6 of them sitting there. That's not bad. Plus 15 that we collected, so 21. So out of easy to collect materials, these did pretty good. Now this one was just for fun. I figured, what the hay. Get it, because it's hay. So let's blow this one up, see what it does. And kaboom. So none of those survived at all, and we only got 15 back. So hay is not a good choice for explosion proofness. Now this here is coal blocks. Now, I don't think these will survive at all. This is probably one of the worst ones, in my opinion. And actually, whoa! Okay, never mind. Well, you know, for some reason I thought this was gonna not work very good, but we still got 5 of them left. So, actually, blocks of coal are not that bad. This one here I just did for fun. This is anvils. I know that the top ones are all gonna fall as soon as it blows because the signs are gonna break. But let's see how anvils hold up to explosions. See if they pop or if they just, oh, interesting. So, they didn't blow up at all. That's kind of cool. That's actually really cool. Let's try another piece to see if they actually, whoops, where'd my flint and steel go? Let's try another piece here and see if they actually take damage from this. Because that's cool. And nothing. It's blowing up the dirt, or it's blowing up the ground below it, so then the anvils fall and slowly take damage from that. But actually, anvils don't do a bad job of protecting from explosions. That's kind of interesting. I didn't really see that coming. I thought maybe they'd like pop into entities or something, but that's cool. That's nice. All right, next we've got jukeboxes, which I don't even know what to think of these. I've never tried to blow up jukebox, but it didn't work very well. So we got 4. Not terrible at all. Let's just throw those in there. So yeah, that's actually no, there's 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. That's sweet. So 5. That's actually up there with some of the higher, more resistant ones. And I don't even think we have to test this one, guys. This is also made from obsidian. This is your enchanting tables, but I'm 99% sure it's not going to touch anything except for the door and the torch and the floor. So there we go. So 2 things so far, which we pretty much already knew, because we knew that obsidian is blast proof, and the fact that those 2 items there are made from obsidian pretty much tells us that you know, something's going on here, and it is not what we want. So let's go ahead in here, and we'll put a TNT in here. Now these are slime blocks. I don't think they're very strong at all. I'm sure they're all going to pop. And yeah, not a single one survived. So let's throw those in the chest for the count. Not bad at all. And actually, before we get to our last house here, I want to try one more. And I can't remember what one I want to do. I think I want to do bacons. Let's do bacons. So we'll put that there. And I need a wand. / wand. / wand. Where's my wand? Okay, fine. I'll grab it manually. Apparently it doesn't like me today. So that. And then we'll go here. / copy. Cool. And then we will paste it right here. / paste. There we go. And then we'll do a / replace near 6 TNT beacon. There we go. Okay, so let's try beacons. Those are also made with obsidian, so I'll be kind of curious to see. Whoops. I'm kind of curious to see how this will actually do. I don't know if it will withstand the explosion. I bet you it will. I bet you none of these will break. Let's find out. And kaboom. Oh, wow. Okay, never mind. Never mind. They all broke. They all broke. Interesting. That's interesting. Or maybe you don't use obsidian for beacons. Like, what is the crafting recipe? It's another star, glass on the top, and yeah, that's weird. So there's only one left, but we did get 20 of them back. But that's really interesting. So, you know, the other two things that use obsidian don't break at all, and beacons do. So kind of cool to know. And last but not least, guys, this one was really just for fun. And let's just go in here and see what happens if you put a piece of TNT into a pure TNT house. And I don't think you ever want to make your house out of TNT, and here's why, guys. Kaboom. Okay, so it looks like the claim didn't expand past this line here. That's why this wall here didn't break. Okay, so never mind. So this one probably would have broken as well. So I'm just going to break all these because the rest of the house broke. And obviously we knew that the TNT was going to all break. So that's why that wall was there. So that one was not a very good contender. So clay kind of sucks. Overall, none of the blocks really withstood the TNT. These ones probably did the best here. I think this left the most up. And gold was actually a close second to that. But overall, if you want blast proofness, again, we're going to have to stick to the obsidian or anything that uses obsidian, such as these ender chests here or the enchanting tables. Now, not beacons, though, which is interesting. So apparently the blast proofitivenessism of the obsidian does not transfer into those. But also, anvils did surprisingly well. They kind of surprised me there. Now I wonder. Let's see. I just want to test something real quick, and I'm going to get bedrock just to see if you can actually blow up an anvil with TNT, because that would be kind of interesting. Kind of really interesting. So let's try this. I'm just going to go down here and just build a little chamber that will put some TNT in. You know, I probably could have used World Edit to make this a lot faster, but whatever. You guys appreciate it more this way when I place them all by hand. So I'm just going to put 4 anvils down here. They won't move because of the bedrock. It'll keep them in place. And let's just light this. And then I'm going to put this here. So 4 explosions. Beautiful. I don't see any damage on them. Guys, we might have found something here. Let's light all these. Ah, crap. Boom, 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 boom. Ooh. Oh, I heard something happen. That was weird. Oops. I heard an anvil ding sound. That's really weird. I wonder what the heck that was from. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2. Oh, God. I don't have to cover it up, but I just don't want the pieces getting out of there. So, yeah, I mean, it doesn't look like it's actually damaging them much. I can't really tell, but I don't see any fracture lines or anything like that in there. You know, let's just do it this way. Let's just go in here, and then we'll go up. And we'll just make it a big room, and we'll sit inside here and just constantly place TNT down here. So we'll go here, because I've got night vision on, so we should be able to see perfectly. So there we go. We'll just light that. Whoops. That's weird. There we go. And just constantly place TNT down. Boom. I mean, if something's going to blow up, it's going to have to happen. Really? It ran out of explosion power? Oh, man. Okay, so yeah, it doesn't look like TNT actually really affects anvils all that much, which is kind of cool to know. Actually, really cool to know. So maybe you guys could use that for factions bases or something. And TNT is obviously more powerful than creeper explosions, so that's why I chose to do TNT this time instead of creepers. Plus, it's a little more predictable, even though you still saw that some of the pieces moved around. So obviously, this wasn't an exact experiment, but I'd say it's close enough to the real world. You saw all the results were pretty much the same, and you can see that these anvils are basically explosion proof. I'm not seeing any damage getting taken on them. I mean, because if you take an anvil and you drop it from up here, you'll see that pretty quickly you'll see some damage going on to them. So if I drop them there, eventually you'll see damage. I don't know. Maybe not. Maybe it does. I don't know. They seem pretty blast-proof, but they are lots of iron. And with that, the sun is setting, guys, for the second time this episode. And I think we're going to end this one here. So it looks like our strongest material is still our obsidian. And obviously bedrock will never break. That's why I made the little chamber out of bedrock. But if you guys like this video and have any more questions, let me know in the comments below. If you want me to blow up anything else to test things, let me know that as well. And I know a lot of people were making fun of my last video because they're like, who would ever build a house out of leaves? But there's actually a way you can build a leaf house and have it not blow up, and that is just by covering it with water. So if we make a little crappy leaf house real quick, there we go. And we'll just put the leaves here. Now if we fill it with water, or put water over it as well, then it will be completely blast-proof. So obsidian is not the only way you can get blast-proofness on your home, but it's usually one of the more practical ways. So I'm just going to try to stick with the same design that we've been using the whole time, which takes a little bit more effort, but that's okay. There we go. I think it was there. Ah, crap, it's a little bit shorter, but that's okay. You guys don't really mind, do you? I hope not. I hope you don't mind. I hope you don't mind. Here, oh, come on. I can't place blocks, apparently, because I'm being noob. Okay, so anyways, here we go. House, I'm just going to cover this thing with water. There we go. And I am now going to grab some TNT and place it all around here. I'm just going to put one here, and 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 here. And I'm just going to light them. So where's my flint? Got to stop getting rid of that thingy. There we go. I'm just going to light them all. Boom. And if my calculations are correct, then this nice leaf home here should be good after all this testing. So / drain 5. And look at that, guys. Our leaf home still stands. Pretty cool. So there you go. There you have it. So water will stop explosions thanks to Minecraft physics. So if you really want to make your base explosion proof, just submerge it underwater. So hopefully this video helped you. Let me know if you guys liked it or not, and I will see you guys soon with another video. Thank you so much for watching.